Welcome to our multimedia presentation for our Teach Me online-based business. As you may remember, Teach Me offers video lessons and educational content on a user-to-user web basis. Our revenues come from advertising and selling subscriptions and minute packs for our users. Our costs are based on website maintenance and paying our teachers. The first step is actually defining the requirements for our website. There are 10 basic requirements that fulfill most of the website's functioning. They are paying for minute packs, the locator of the teachers, video conference, scheduling, teacher evaluation and ranking for quality purposes. Teacher rewards, video lesson storage and quality control, information storage, directed advertising and user profiles. For each of the requirements, the fields specified are description of the process, the input, display, processing, output, constraints, data handling, and other. All of these will define every process and every aspect of the functioning of the said process.
Now I'm going to talk you about the preliminary project planning. If considered WBS, resources, budget, risk management, and time management. This is the executive summary. Here we have the main phases of our project and the teams responsible for each phase. The start and ending date too. This is the work breakdown structure. The main activities are represented at the top of the chart. Below them, we have their subtasks. The main activities are idea development, market research, create and implement website, quality testing, and website launching. This is the Gantt diagram of this project. We have the main activities represented by the black lines and their subtasks represented by these boxes. We have also the schedule of each activity and their duration. Market research is the activity that needs more time to be done, because it's very difficult to have a successful idea. It's very important to study and know the market in which are we competing. This table relates workers to activities, and it's also possible to see the company of the worker, if he belongs to the project company or to outsourced companies. This chart is related to the previous table. It has the number of workers needed for each week of the project and the company of the workers. Here is possible to see the resources budget. The main costs are related to outsourced companies, about 50% of the total cost.
We are now going to talk about risk identification. There are 4 types of risk that we identified for our project. The first one is that students and teachers don't adhere to the website. The second one is new competitors. The third one is server breakdown. And the fourth is that the project is late. Every risk has an associated mitigation strategy. The mitigation strategy for the first risk is a good advertising strategy that clearly states the benefits of the Teach Me community. For the second risk, it's a good strategical planning and you need to create new features in the website. For the third risk, it's a specialized work in the company to fix technical problems. And for the fourth risk, it's an extra hours bank. Here we have the risk evaluation. And here we have the risk probability versus impact evaluation. We can see clearly that the first risk, that was that this student and teacher don't adhere to a website, is the most dangerous. We are now going to talk about the project charter. The project charter is a shorter version of the preliminary project plan and shows every benefit of investing in our project and is a very useful tool if you want to show investors or the bank why they should invest in your project. It has every part of the preliminary project planning and it's very useful. As for conclusions, to successfully implement a project in a company or to start a project from scratch, all these steps that we talked about are crucial so there is a better idea of the work required for the project to be done successfully. These components are also important so that we, as project managers, can better explain to investors and stakeholders what the project is about and how safe it is to invest in it. As for SEE as a course in Mestrado Integrado de Engenharia e Gestão Industrial, we thought that it was a very useful course. It taught us that we have many business options and that explaining correctly and organizing correctly our business projects is a very important step to make them successful.